Bob Menendez was recently charged with 16 counts of fraud, obstruction of justice, and bribery. Bob Menendez is a New Jersey senator who still hasn't resigned, even though he just was convicted of these charges. A Manhattan jury convicted him early this month, and a jury had to sift through so much documentation, hundreds of emails, text messages. They even had to go and look at the serial numbers on his gold bars. It took them 13 hours to deliberate. This indictment accuses Menendez of accepting hundreds of thousands of dollars in bribes. He used his power and influence to just protect businessmen. His wife was on the payroll of an Egyptian businessman who paid her $400,000 a year for a job that didn't actually exist, and she didn't have to do anything. They also accepted a Mercedes, which this guy paid for, gold bars, cash, other things. Senator Menendez says that the cash in his home was from his savings. $100,000 and crisp $100 bills was found in his closet. He faced a previous charge in 2018 that ended with a mistrial. The sister of the defendant testified that the family fled Cuba in 1951 before he was born, and they only had the cash on hand with them. They had a bunch of cash that was hidden in a grandfather clock. And so they argued that this is a cultural thing to keep loads of cash like physically on you or in your house. New Jersey governor has called on him to quit, saying that he'll appoint somebody else who will serve until January. Other Democrats have also called him to step down. Despite this, he has been defiant for months, and he says that he will appeal. There have been threats to expel him if he refuses, and he's now saying that he will resign on August 20th. Time will tell. He will be ending a 3-decade-long career that included 2 court cases over corruption. He was convicted because he used his power to enrich the lives of businessmen. We should really expect politicians to not accept bribes. A public servant should not act out of greed and entitlement. This case shows that a corruption case can be successfully prosecuted. It is absolutely insane to me that he is not required to resign. He may resign because he wants to, but there's no requirement for him to resign. This is a guy who put all his power up for sale. Hopefully that changes in the future. My favorite part of this whole story is that Robert Menendez Elementary has announced that they are changing their name. Good for them. I'm sure that I've missed a ton of information, so please put whatever I missed in the comments.